All right. Shout out to my VOD watchers. This stream is only for Caitlin's. See if I can manage not to... Oh, I'm already overloading the encoder. Dude, what the heck? This is ridiculous. I gotta... It's time to upgrade. I don't know what it is, but this laptop is starting to drag really bad. I think it might be a power issue. But I really don't want to have to, like, open it up and start replacing individual chips on the motherboard to save the expense of a new computer. I'm just going to buy a new computer. I apologize for the skipping and the frame dropping, everyone. Oh wait, I'm not in Tucson. I'm in Denver. Hey everyone. I'm live. Production values. Okay. I should get better at that. I guess that's the whole point of the like stream starting soon window, right? Hello. How's my frames? It feels like it's dragging really bad. I'm not sure what's going on with my GPU, but it seems to be slowly dying. Looks fine? Alright. Because on my screen, I'm seeing really bad hiccuping. Almost as if every app on the computer was written in JavaScript. Which is not far from the truth these days. Discord, Spotify are both little Chromium instances running JavaScript loops. Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta fix that. What's causing that? It's like whenever I move a window, everything hiccups. I can't imagine it's taking the GPU that much power to render some code. So, okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, this is unbearable. I gotta figure this out. What is causing this? This is madness. This is absolute madness. This is intolerable. Yes, yes, with your C++ master race. Why don't you take your C++ skills and write a better Spotify desktop client? I'll buy it from you. And then I'll turn around and I will sell it to Spotify for an obscene amount of money and give you nothing. Aside from the original payment. This is called pulling a Bill Gates. Hey, it worked for that one guy. Alright. Let's see if I can get this hiccuping to stop, because this is unbearable. Anyhow, I added some production values, which really only took about 20 minutes. I kind of got the idea, and I just kind of ran with it. It looks pretty good. Trying to make life a little easier on my eyes and yours. Alright, I think we can just run with this for a while. Whatever's causing this hiccup is probably just my computer dying. Yeah, back to the old setup. It looks exactly like the old setup. Nothing has changed. I'm like the girlfriend that's pissed off that you didn't notice the new haircut. Is that still a thing? Yes, yeah. Yeah, I was in Tucson up until yesterday. I got back at like 10. All right, we got the new software architect that I wanted. We just got the announcement at the company. So here's how that interview started. Hey, how you doing? We are the oh wait, no, that's not how I did it. As soon as he came on the line, I was like, "We are the High Council. You must impress us." And then I told him that we were gonna throw him a couple softball questions and then make him an offer. And he was like, "Oh, that'd be swell." He's such a boomer. But he seems like a solid architect, and he used to work at a clearinghouse, so that's like a 2 for 1. I feel like I'm still hiccuping a little bit. Let me check something. Let me make sure OBS is using hardware acceleration, because I might have disabled that.
Assert that we are expecting only one in here, right? So if I try to run this entire thing, here is the main method, right? So it has
strapped to it. You doing mess, Stoby? Your bot get chewed up again? It happens. Stoby, do you know how to Oh, okay, I just found it. So I can do a Twitch VOD track that doesn't have the music on it. I need to figure that out. I'm gonna play with that later tonight. Come on, where's my hardware acceleration button? Stream delay. Enable browser source hardware acceleration. Okay. Maybe it's the extra stages. Yeah, you can do 2-track recording. I need to get all that figured out because my VODs keep getting muted. And, like, you know, maybe once or twice in a stream is okay, but when it's the whole first 30 minutes, that's got to make life really hard for my VOD watchers. And I'm trying to be more considerate so that they can scrub through the tapes for when I accidentally dox myself. I mean, they're working hard. But I'm not seeing a hardware acceleration option for OBS itself. Maybe if I gave it higher CPU priority? October just turned positive again? Oh, for your bot? That's good. Congrats, man. Remember, it's a law of large numbers thing, right? You gotta have a sufficient sample size before you can judge. Alright, I give up. Let's just code. So when you say submixes, what are you talking about? Like, so Stoby, what's the daily volatility on your bot's return stream? Because if you're up 5% since July, but you've been wibble wobbling around like a weeble wobble, might want to tighten that up a little bit. I don't know. You're just running one strategy, right? So I guess you can't really do volatility targeting with only one strategy. Well, yeah, you might want to look into some volatility targeting. That might make your life a little easier. I don't know, but that might just be like a regime detection catch-22 type thing. Yeah, according to... Oh god, this hiccuping is intolerable. According to Ray Dalio, the sweet spot is somewhere around 15 return streams. Well, yeah, Cypher, yeah, I gotta fiddle with that, but right now I can barely... Like, it's hiccuping like hell for some damn reason. It's not using the CPU, it's not using the GPU, it just randomly hiccups. It's so obnoxious. What's up, Vat? Let me... I think maybe I just need to reinstall Windows. It's been about 2 years. It's time for a fresh wipe, you know? That'll probably make a big difference. That'll be my my big Saturday morning pain in the ass. Hell, I might do that tonight. Check it out, new look. Playing around with some new stuff, new vibes. But apparently my GPU is like having a seizure of some kind. I don't understand. It should not take 30% of a 2070 to do a Twitch stream. It might be a driver issue. Is anybody else having Dell XPS RTX driver issues? Just throwing that out there. So, I didn't sleep last night. Oh my god, I can't even scroll the code! Hey, Logo. Oh, Logo. I'll probably give it to a friend of mine who's half decent with circuitry when I'm done with it. I'm gonna get like a proper portable gaming PC. I've already picked out a case here. Check it out, everyone. See if we can crash this baby. With no survivors. So that's it. That's what I'm gonna build. Notice how it's like a 4090 hanging like a bat. And then on the other side of the steel plate is a micro ITX and a power supply. It's all you need. Yeah, the dust is going to be a problem, but dust is always a problem. I basically just blow it out every weekend and you'll be fine. I vacuum every Sunday anyway, so no big deal. I'll just add that to the ritual, but yeah. I'm going to get one of those, and the idea is that I can detach the GPU, because that's the big, heavy, fragile part, and put that into like a Pelican case, and then everything else would just be like super lightweight, easy to haul, easy to mail. I could probably even carry it on, though TSA is going to definitely check that bag. They were kind of freaking out when I had like 3 laptops stacked on top of each other at TSA in Tucson. They were like, what the hell is in your bag? And I was like, oh, I just have a shitload of computers in there. Don't worry about it. Anyhow, that's going to be the new digs. As soon as I can get my hands on a 4090. If anybody's got the hook up, hook a brother up. Oh, with this hiccuping. This is what is causing this? I can't figure it out. I just get this huge GPU spike for nothing. Like nothing happened. This has got to be a driver issue or a power issue. Alright, well we're just going to try to ignore it for now, as much as it hurts my OCD. Yeah, Stoby, DM me the stats, man. I want to take a closer look at kind of like the performance stuff. And I also want to, you know, steal somebody's performance view. Not the actual stats, but like, you know, how does it look? Does it look good? Does it look cool? I want to steal it. It's an intermittent crypto miner. It could be. I don't know. It's about every 30 seconds I get another big spike. Yeah, just pretend it's a Pentium 4. Yeah. I wanted one of those so bad when they came out. Yeah, I think it's just time for like a wipe and a Windows reinstall.
Maybe audio, virtual cable, cable input.
As like insurance. All right, let's do what we were doing. Ah. Okay. I was working with my packaged market data sources, and we had hard-coded package strategy components into, what was it, the research controller? Yeah, and we were like, oh, that's the bug. Hold on, let me just check my to-dos. I forget that we have a handy tool now that just shows you every time you put to-do in the code. 86 to-do items and 46 files. Application, ingestion. Boom, there it is. I like the new look. I think it looks badass. It's subtle, but it adds a splash of color. Doesn't interrupt the code flow. I like this new window. It's a little more slender. And I like how the Spotify crosses it. That's kind of cool. It makes my whole face look like a slider. So just grab that, slide it up. And that's how you turn on the stream. Except, you know, you grab it and you pull it down. It turns on the stream. My company doesn't have to spy on me to steal my work. I mean, no offense to them, but I don't think they would want to. The investment advisory is making so much money just taking boomers and putting them into, you know, target date funds and whatnot. I don't think they would be interested in a pure alpha multi-strategy quant fund. That's way too much overhead. What's up, David? How's your day going, man? You like the new digs? Oh yeah, we do Java here, and I try to make the code look pretty. Hopefully the font looks nice and crisp. I was working on that earlier. I've been getting this really bad video hiccuping. I don't know what it is. Something's up with my GPU. I'm gonna reinstall Windows later tonight, so as long as the audio is not hiccuping, we'll just deal with it. Alright, so you're fine? Good, man. Oh, so I've been getting this new scam text. I don't know if any of y'all have got this, where it's like, hi, thank you for the gift or whatever, and then I get a picture of like a hot Asian girl. But like not like pornographic, like kind of classy, like in a dress at a restaurant, like posing, and it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not that lucky. And then I just got another one today that's like, hi, how are you? May I ask if you are Mr. George? I'm not Mr. George. But it clearly seems to be some kind of new like text bot engagement scam. There is an audio hiccup too. Oh god. I might have to restart the stream. This is driving me crazy. Has anyone ever run into this before? I'm getting a big GPU hiccup at like every 30 seconds like clockwork. And the stream kind of snags for a second. Okay, the audio is still good. That's all that really matters. I will do a clean Windows install tonight. Okay, everything's cool? Alright, thank you everybody. Cheesy stream title. Alright, let's go. I'm looking at my system processes, man. My CPU's not moving. It's just the GPU. And it's a big old spike to 100% every 30 seconds for 1 second. That's gotta be a driver thing, right? And I just updated the drivers too, so I don't know. I think it's a power issue. I think this laptop's just dying. Maybe one of those X-rays like hit it at just the right point, caused an electron migration. Who knows? Alright, so we had hard-coded this to make package strategy components, and now we need it to also do market data sources. So we gotta do a switch, I guess? Oh, dude, I have the most wicked heartburn. Everybody stand by. I gotta grab my Tums. This is driving me crazy. Let's test the new Warren Buffett-o-meter. Sometimes I just like to leave that on. It makes for an incredibly clickable thumbnail. I usually see my numbers pop up like 10 or 20 when I got the buff. Because they're like, what? Is this stream being hosted by a 33-year-old Warren Buffett? How does that work? Alright. Oh, got your image, Stovey. Very nice. That's actually better than I imagined it looked. Looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, man. You know, bigger sample size. But yeah, that looks really good, dude. Keep it up. I'm a tad jealous. Alright. So let's make an instance of Switch. This seems redundant. Like, the function is basically just one line of code. Oh my god, this hiccuping is intolerable. This is like having a pine cone shoved up my ass. So, I might not stream this coming weekend because I'm pretty sure I have a nasty cavity. During my travels to Tucson and back, I got this like mild toothache, which seems to be getting worse by the day. So something's going on back there. And whenever there's something going on back there, that usually means I'm about to get drilled on. So, keep your eyes on the Discord for related announcements. How do I know what it feels like to have a pine cone shoved up my ass? Hemorrhoids, dude. Hemorrhoids. That is in fact the closest you can get to having a pine cone shoved up your ass without actually having a pine cone shoved up your ass. Yeah, like I can't even type one word of code. This is ridiculous. It was not doing this yesterday. What the hell is this? No, not Python, Java. Yeah, something is very wrong with my computer. I feel like it's gonna die like any minute. If I didn't already start stream, I would go ahead and reinstall Windows. But unfortunately, that's how they get you. Oh, I forgot case. I'm such an idiot. I knew I forgot something. As long as the audio not hiccuping, I will deal with it. Yeah, that's right. Why is it doing that? Yes, I do enjoy the Microsoft Windows. I am a Microsoft Windows enjoyer. Autological is a class. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, they're all going to be of a type anyway. So, And yeah, it's not going to let me do that because it's what do they call that? A decorator. Okay. Well, you just had to make it complicated, didn't you? Well, then we better simplify it. Yeah, it's still not gonna let me do that. Oh, because yeah, you're silly me. Yeah, that's like kind of unnecessary. Yeah, it's still giving me guff about that. Now, in this particular case, Desolite, it's not that I've done the switch statement incorrectly. This is the Java 18 implementation that lets you do instance of. I have an example. Somewhere. Let me show you an example. So yeah, you can do it like this. Yeah, Windows wants me to install 11 beta. I'm kind of interested. Why did I pick Java? Because I didn't know it at the time. In April 2010. Hello, Fernandez. How you doing? I apologize to every PU driver thing. I'm guessing I'm gonna do it. And if any of you recognize me from work, just keep your mouth shut. You want your bonus? Keep your mouth shut. You're not supposed to be watching Twitch during work hours, and I'm not supposed to be streaming during work hours. So it's mutually assured destruction. Yeah, this is giving me guff about this. Let's think about that. Oh, because it's the class itself, not an object, so I can't do that. I have to do, like, assignable from. Forgot about that. So, what is it? Autological class is assignable from C. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. Do a couple of ores. So I had to explain to the C-suite what code smell means, because I typed up an email about the new toy that we just bought, that we just spent like $500,000 on to buy the source code. And I typed up an email about, like, I have some concerns. There's no comments, there's no Java docs, there's no unit tests, and we just spent $500,000 on this, and it's a pretty big important thing. We're going to use it for pretty big important things. So, you know, it's going to take us a couple of months to fill in the Java docs ourselves, and it's going to take us a couple of months to figure work of our contractors and whatnot who aren't as skilled as our senior engineers. And everyone freaked out. Like, they interpreted this as the new toy that we bought won't be ready for months. And so my boss just freaked at me. He was like, why did you send that email? Do you have any idea what kind of shit you just started? So I had to explain to them, like, I was referring to the code smell, everybody. Like, it's cool, it's fine, the toy works, alright? Just don't ask me to sign off that it's bug-free until about a year from now. You want to get into algo programming? Do you mean like algorithmic trading? Any language will do fine. It's not the language that makes the algo great. It's the algo bro that makes the algo great. You know what I mean? It's the algo bro in all of us. Now, how ugly is that? That's pretty damn ugly. Yeah, I think name is always going to be a good name. Oh god, this hiccuping is intolerable. Intolerable! What courses did I take in college? You know, microbiology, genetics, autoimmunity, well, I guess just immunology, microbiology, microfluidics. I was a biotech major. I got into this after college. Oh, so yeah, lead vitamin. Yeah, I work with a lot of boomers who are not big on unit testing. And they're not big on version control. And it's a little annoying sometimes. Let's go ahead and pull the bytes, because we're going to be using that in multiple places. Save ourselves that effort. What are you griping about? Oh, online data source? Yeah. But we're going to use that in two places. Does it have to be an online data source? I guess that's the one that extends autological, right? Yep. Alright, well, this is going to be a little jank. For now. Again, everybody, I apologize for the hiccups. It's some kind of driver issue. I'm working on it. Alright. You want to be an algo trader? Here's the most important thing. This is like the thing. This is the thing that no one else is going to tell you. One simple trick that will take you from bumbling to actually making money. Technical analysis is garbage. It is a cult of charlatans and ignorant amateurs. It has no place in algorithmic trading but for in some tactical interpretations. I'll elaborate more on that later. You, as a good algo trader, should hunt for anomalies. Weird things that you can model, and by model I mean define mathematically. I don't mean like a moving average crossover or an RSI spike. I'm talking about huge spikes in trading volume, right? Or, you know, Elon's Twitter account is kind of a famous example. How markets are impacted by hawkish versus dovish Federal Reserve policy, right? The height of the Federal Reserve chair, which is, some say, a valid phenomenon. These kinds of more esoteric things, but directly observable, modelable things that you can search for every time that's ever happened before in the historical record, and then start to come to some perhaps meaningful conclusions about the nature of that anomaly and how it might be exploited tactically, then you're algo trading. But if you're just trying to figure out which combination of moving averages makes you money, you've already lost. Yes, correlation does not equal causation. This is true. Which is why feature importance analysis is probably the single most important thing that you could learn right now. That's when you are trying to determine, okay, we have this return stream, and it seems profitable, but let's figure out what that correlates to. Like I said, hawkish versus dovish federal interest rate policy is a really good place to start. In some cases, you can use some technical analysis for a shorthand for market context, like, is the SPY above or below its 200-day moving average? I'm not saying that the transition is an actionable signal, because that would be making a bad example for the kids. But that can contextualize an anomaly as being as a part of a bullish or bearish market, and specifically in regard to like the S&P 500. I'm not saying that you should be chasing moving averages, though. You know what? You know what we call people who chase moving averages in the finance world? We call you the moving monkeys. Encoder overloaded. Consider turning down the video codec settings. Is that what this is? It was working fine yesterday. Maybe I do need to turn down my bitrate. I'll play with that later. Did I get this backwards? Extends capture of... Let's try that. I think I got it backwards, but I want to try it. We've got our demo model. May not be initialized. Oh, Lord help me. I'm gonna null it. It's bad practice, kids. Don't do that at home. But in this particular case, I just want to get a quick build and do an experiment. My market data source ingestion mechanism is a little wonky and needs work. So that's what we're working on today. Somebody asked earlier, like, what are we building? This is an algorithmic trading platform. It's the 5th iteration of the one I've been building and rebuilding since April 2010. What's up, Maverick? How's your day going, buddy? You like the new look? We'll deal with the hiccuping later. Alright, let's fire it up. Is there a way to automate repetitive tasks in Windows? Yeah, batch jobs, macros. How long did the 4th iteration take to build? I didn't finish the 4th iteration. Because it was a pretty drastic change from the 3rd iteration. So I got about halfway through it, and I realized that my architecture had become just disgustingly awful, and it was better to just start it over. Oh yeah, auto hotkey. I hear good things. I hear good things. I've never tried it. Firing up all the different connectors here. Did any iteration end up trading? Yeah, the 2nd and the 3rd. But my strategy changed pretty drastically. Like, versions 1 through 3 were technical analysis based. I spent 10 years running around in that circle. I promise you there's nothing there. The few things that are there are to be found in, like, contextualization and tactical interpretation, not in signals analysis. I can elaborate more on that later. But, yeah, once I kind of had the epiphany that we're hunting anomalies, yeah, technical analysis does not even remotely work. It's a cult of charlatans and ignorant amateurs, which I myself was a part of for several years. It's a coming-of-age thing. It's growing pains. What market am I running? This platform is designed to support any number of universes across any number of asset classes. But for shorthand, let's just say pretty liquid stonks. Alright, let's see how the front end looks when we fire it up with this GPU hiccuping. Not half bad. Alright, let's try model ingestion. This hiccuping is intolerable. What is the strategy? Is it arbitrage? Technically, any pure alpha strategy is considered statistical arbitrage. Because there's a statistical anomaly, and you're arbitraging it. But you know, most of what has worked has been the silly, stupid stuff, like volatility adjusted SPY drawdowns in excess of a certain extreme, where it's basically a really good buy signal. And yes, we've already had one, so, you know, sucks that I missed that. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Mad appreciate. I'm rapidly approaching 1,500 followers, which is more than Jay Jared has, so suck on that, Jay Jared! I'm just kidding, I love Jay Jared. Friend of the stream, mentor, father to us all, really. Alright. Demo models. Good lord, even the debugger is acting slow. What is going on with my computer, man? The heck? What the heck? Oh, that's right. Those are demo models. I need to use the test models. I keep getting those two mixed up. All right, I think I got to reboot the whole thing. Let's reboot. Sorry, I dragged the wrong jar and I crashed the ingester. How was the wedding of the ex? It was awesome, actually. They really loved their wedding gift, which we can watch at any time. I tell you what, we're gonna watch that if we crack 100 viewers. So if you like Better Call Saul, call your friends and be like, yo, check this stream out right quick. Oh yeah, so Deltree, that cat was named Vat. That cat was Vat, and Vat went to college, and he's doing that thing now. Yeah, he's a good guy. He was all ready to take the test, and then his parents were like, "Yo, you want to go to college?" And he was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, go to college." All right, all right. So bam, all right. Successfully ingested the test models, test universe, test context, test trading, test signal. You done whispered? All right, I'll check that out in a sec. All right, now let's see if I can ingest this market data source. This might crash. No, we did not crash. Or did we? Maybe a little. Yeah, we're still getting that class not found thing. Because I got to stack them in a certain way to make the dependencies work when we're ingesting complex models that have a lot of extenders. So, if you're ingesting a model that extends... Well, let me rephrase. If you're ingesting a class that extends another class in the same jar that you're ingesting, you have to control the order that they are ingested so that the extended class is ingested before the extending class, obviously, so that it can be referenced when you're defining the class in the class loader. And because of that, I have to be very, very picky about the package structure here. So let's take a look at live market data source adapter and figure out. I don't think it's actually live market data source adapter, but I think it's something that extends it. So let's go take a look at that. What? How come it's doing that now though, and it wasn't doing that before? That's so weird. So extends online data source, implements live market data source. Okay. Oh yeah, and it needs the IQ data request handler, so that's probably what's going on, is that that's not getting ingested in time, so we'll call this third. It's such silly package naming structure, but it's what you gotta do. Alright, and let's make sure that I didn't break any references to package private stuff. Nope, we're good. We rebuild that artifact, and then we'll reboot the platform. Alright, later, Maverick. Yeah, he was in a real tough spot, Del, and we appreciate the help. I mean, we really sincerely did not expect his parents to come through and be like, yo, we'll co-sign your college loans. Funny how that happens. All right. Oh man, I got to ride in a Tesla Model whatever last night, like the Super Lux version. It's a very expensive Uber, but the driver was ex-Goldman Sachs. Fucking small world, right? And we were gossiping about the industry. He was like in his 70s though. He was retired. He was just Ubering around to meet people and have his own little private taxi cab confessions. Cool guy though. As a matter of fact, most of my Uber drivers for the last week while I've been traveling have been like teachers and like professionals that were just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna drive an Uber. They all seem pretty happy. And they all tell the same story, which is like, yeah, I did this for a while and then it's just like a lot more fun and paid just about as well as the other things, so doing that now. And it's like, yeah, I don't blame you. Probably do that too. Alright. Suggest some test models. That's good. I need to get that to auto refresh so I don't have to click it on and off to see the models coming in. All right, now let's rebuild the market data source and see if that's going to work this time. What do you mean you get paid in advance like Uber? They don't get paid in advance. Do they? No, how would that work? What the F? Class definition not found. Okay. And then, yeah, it hangs the thing. Oh, man. Heartburn and a hiccuping computer. What are the odds? I always ask the Uber driver, like, has anyone ever puked in here? But you can pretty much tell because those are the ones that have seat covers. Oh my god, this hiccuping has to stop. What's the play for the morning? Drip in, man. What do you mean, what's the play? You like good stocks at steep discounts? Alright. How much you want to put in the market? Divide it by 20. Alright, and then take that number and divide it by 5. Every day, buy that much of the S&P, whatever stock you like. And then, in what? 6 months? You'll be all in. You'll be dripping in, and at some point, you'll buy the absolute bottom. So you'll average on the way down, and you'll average a little bit on the way up, but then you'll have a really solid position for the next rally. That's what I'm doing. Not financial advice. I need to put like a little edit icon here, like they have in Azure DevOps. That'd be key. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's freaking out here, because I'm tired of like repackaging everything to get the ingestion order right. There's got to be a smarter way to do that. Live market data source adapter $1. That means it's a subclass of live market data source adapter. So let's go dig into that code. Alright, do you have a subclass in here? Is that why you're freaking out? No. So why is it freaking out on me? Yeah, you got adjusted first. You two are global types. I don't get it. Trey Bizarro, no. Is Overwatch 2 good? I hear it's good. I love ADO, man. I love ADO. It's my first time using it, and I gotta say it's been a pleasure. And I look forward to using it in the future at my company. Not my company, but the company I work at. That's a little confusing. Just for the record, it's my hedge fund is my hedge fund versus my company is the company I work at. What do I like about it? I like pipelines. I like how much you can do with a very simple user interface for establishing CI/CD pipelines. Very cool, very flexible. I mean, it beats the hell out of like Bitbucket and Jenkins. So why is this freaking out on me?
Comfortable with web stuff in general. That's why I do it. Like, I genuinely just, I want it to be easy for me to maintain, and this is a thing that I am so comfortable with.
You know what it is? I just figured it out. It's not ingesting the base models at all because they don't extend the right classes, so they're just getting ignored. How come that's never been a problem before? Wait a minute, I'm having a brain. I've run into this before. Yeah, I've run into this before. I've already fixed this. Let's go look at the ingester. I'm making a note. It has to check its own class loader. It has to check the class loader of the extending top level class. We're checking the system class loader and failing. That's what it is. I've run into this before. That's why it wasn't breaking in the previous implementation. I probably like stripped something out thinking that I was streamlining it. I gotta stop coding while I'm high. I love story management. I haven't messed with it yet, but in theory, it's exactly what I need to manage contractors. So I'm gonna be trying to get more use out of that. Alright, in order to find the correct way to do this, I have to open another instance of IntelliJ.
T'as pas besoin- J'arrête de dire du coup promis. Mais comme ça, t'as pas besoin d'avoir une sorte partie encore pour dire, bah putain, en plus ça te met le mec sur quel browser il était, etc.
Yes, exactly, Robbie Smash It. What do I think about Quarkus? I don't know, I know nothing about it. Sounds like a disease. A space disease. Yeah, this hiccuping has got to stop. Alright, I'm in another instance of IntelliJ digging through some very old code trying to figure out, like, how I solved this when I ran into it before. Yes, indeed, we are drinking a beer and a glass of wine. We are fancy people. Alright, look at this. Yes, and blah blah blah. So is it get resources stream? Because that seems to be it. What's life and existence about? Well, as far as I can tell, life was an accident. And so there really is no meaning to life. But life does have a natural tendency to mitigate entropy. So perhaps the meaning of life is to mitigate entropy. To somehow save the universe from the long, cold death, right? Or maybe life ultimately has no meaning, and the only reasonable way to live is to rebel against the fact that life has no meaning by giving it meaning. After all, meaning is a human concept, which means that it only exists right here on this planet. Which is kind of cool if you think about it. We have a monopoly on meaning. Maybe that's what life is about. So yeah, it seems I'm doing this ingestion a little differently in the original version, which is probably why I never ran into that problem before. So let's steal some code from ourselves, which is how I like to roll, and then see if we can figure out how to kind of squeeze that square peg in. What core technologies am I using? Core Java. Wrote my own message bus from scratch. Wrote my own dependency injector from scratch because Spring Boot and Spring Bean are for weak-minded simps. Oh wait, we're not allowed to say that word on Twitch. Weak-minded, undisciplined, auto-wired developers. Don't be the guy that auto-wires every variable. Don't be that guy. Yeah, that would be a good book, wouldn't it? Here's another title for a book. It's called Get More Beer. for millennials. Buy my book. Stoicism for people who don't have YouTube. Alright. So let's see if overriding this get resources stream thing is gonna make a difference. It might, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Fired up. Oh yeah, I gotta get that on a hotkey. So Sky, you dig the new vibe? I like it. A little slimmer, rounded edges. I haven't slept in 24 hours. Actually, it's a little closer to 36 at this point. All right. Let's try that. Wait, what am I doing? Let me look at the other implementation. Because, yeah, I'm not, like, calling that anywhere, am I? Get class byte blob. Yeah. And then you're being called by... Yeah, okay, so I am. And I'm calling that in find class. And I don't have this function here. Okay, so let's try that. Porting some code. Stealing code from myself. To myself. By myself. All by myself. So if find loaded class fails, then we'll do the thing. Well, that should do it. It's a little jank, but I'll tidy it up later. Okay, so Nikendov, you can anything you can build in Spring, you can build in core Java. Like Spring just automates dependency injection to such an extreme that your code becomes like an unreadable mess. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Spring. They make us use it at work. I resist it wherever possible. I feel like it makes us like lazy-minded developers. It prevents us from having to properly think out like dependency stacks. I rebel against the Spring Bane. Make your own dependency injector. That's a good place to start. I just put mine on my GitHub. I need to rebrand my GitHub to be Algo Bro. That's a thing I need to do. Alright. Let's rebuild that artifact just for good measure, even though we didn't change anything. Let's fire this baby up again. That should fix it. And then I can stop doing this weird, like, cross-package stacking. But yeah, just make like a static object where you can say, like, okay, when I give you this interface, give me an instance of this class. This class that extends that interface, right? And then boom, you got a dependency injector. It's basically just a setter and a getter with a static in-memory database, so to speak. You can just use a hash map. My implementation is like 40 lines of code. Pretty straightforward. And it's handy. And because I wrote that, like, I don't have to... Oh my god, did that work? Yup! Maybe? I think it ingested it, right? Oh, yeah. And then I didn't implement that port in the, or that particular method in the port. But yeah, it ingested. Hooray. Yeah, that was the bug. Alright, well, let's tidy up the code then. So yeah, it looks like when I remastered my, jar byte blob ingester custom class loader thing, I stripped out some code, which I forgot why it was necessary, and we rediscovered why it's necessary. Oh god, I feel awful because of the sleep deprivation. I just have to truck it through like another few hours. And then I can go to bed. Alright. So we done figured it out, y'all. My GitHub is not publicly available at the moment. I need to rebrand it because right now it's like literally just like some dude. It's not all Algo Bro and stuff. But if you DM me on Discord, I will shoot you a link to that dependency injector, and you can take a look and probably find a way to improve it. If you don't know, we have a Discord. It's here. It's a little bit of a secret, so shh. Don't go telling people, alright? We're trying to keep it cool in there. We haven't gotten one spam bot yet. Knock on wood. Whereas Brian Programmer gets them like literally every 10 minutes because he puts his Discord link everywhere. Booleans in Python don't work if you're not root. You're bullshitting me. Laven, is that true? Yeah, it's very accurate. Linux underscore 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 underscore. Dude, hex code. Cheers to you. What up? Alright, so we solved the ingestion problem. I can unstack all of these classes from this obscure package thing that I had figured out to hack around the problem. So that's fixed. Let's rebuild that. Let's tidy up this virtual jar that we just invented. Yes, I'm drinking beer out of a wine glass. Oh my god, because I only have one beer, alright? I only allow myself one beer, and I'm trying to enjoy it. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the hell's going on with Kanye. Like, normally I can usually take it with a grain of salt, but in this particular case, it's like, dude, come on. How are you laying in bed and thinking you're gonna tweet that and it's gonna be an okay thing to say? Like, yikes, dude. I don't think Kanye's crazy. I think he just does it for attention. Yeah, drinking wine out of a beer mug is weird, but drinking beer out of a wine glass is totally acceptable behavior. Yo, Kanye's on Lex Friedman? Alright, shut down the stream, I gotta listen to that. I'm just kidding. But hold on. Let me go ahead and download that on my phone right quick. Oh yes, my Samsung Galaxy Fold 4 just came out last month, but you know, I already got that. Speaking of which, if y'all can hook me up on a source for a 4090 Founders Edition, I'll buy that shit right now. I'll buy 2. We'll raffle one. Except we're gonna rig the raffle so that one of my bots wins it, but y'all won't know that. I'm not rolling in cash. I mean, pretty sure Skyward Dev makes more money than I do. Probably by about a 50% margin. Yeah, Whiskey, it's some kind of mania. It's some kind of mania. Alright, hold on. Spotify, Lex Friedman. No, stop trying to sell me things, Spotify. Kanye! Yup. Yay West. Yay West. Download. I'll listen to that later. I like to actually download the podcast through Spotify, so if I'm just like out and about and I got like 20 minutes to kill waiting for a sushi order or something, I can just pop in my little earbuds and hit play and not have to kill my my cell phone bill, which is like $10 a gig right now. Dude, I've never had the latest and greatest video card, but this time I'm getting one. I want...
Funciona. Ha funcionado. Y no se veía muy mal, ¿no?
Is literally just a power supply and a micro ITX motherboard with like an M2 drive and 232 gigs sticks of RAM. DDR6, of course. But the idea is, see, right now you're watching me on a laptop hooked into a docking station. The idea is I can ditch the laptop and just have this homunculus, and whenever it's time to move, I can take the card out, you know, and like put the rest into a Pelican case and not have to worry about it jostling around if I needed to mail it or fly with it. But yeah, this is like on Alibaba or whatever. It's a ripoff of a limited edition custom thing that some guy only made 100 of, and then someone on Alibaba was like, I could make that in like 2 seconds. I got a steel stamper, and so now you can get them for like 150 bucks. Yeah, I got a Dell XPS 17 with like a 2060 chip in it, and it's dying. It's dead. I'm pretty sure it's got some kind of a power issue. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit, because we just added a bunch of code to it. Oh, it's because we're doing this filtering here? Yeah. I think that's actually why it's breaking. Because when we first get it, we extract all the classes from the jar bytes, but we skip subclasses and anything that's not like an explicit class. I think if I just uncomment these 2 lines of code, it'll work perfectly. And then we won't actually have to dip into this conditional. And if that's the case, then I can take it back out. Then we won't actually need get resources stream anymore, because we'll already have it. Alright. Let's see what that does. I should probably write some unit tests for this, huh? That'd be so boring. Wait, don't I have virtual jar unit tests? I could have sworn I did that. We've kind of gotten away from what this stream is all about. Writing unit tests at length, whether you like it or not. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a virtual jar unit test somewhere. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. It's more fun to fire it up. Alright, sure. Build artifacts. We don't need no thinking unit tests. Alright, let's fire it up. Message bus, application core, market data marts. The thing that makes the stream hiccup machine. Alright. Now that's some clickbait right there. That'll get some clickers. Alright. Derp derp. Okay, bad things happening. Truncated class.
See, like literally, like this is one of the. So like the concept it was there, right? Like bots had this like shout out thing.
Okay, well, you know what? We should probably put it back then. It was worth a try. Alright. It's kind of a convoluted implementation then. And we don't need to load all classes when we load the jar, which I guess will make it more CPU efficient, but also, I don't know, it feels like we're kind of inviting a runtime error. Yes, I am, in fact, a John Carmack 6 levels deep into the IntelliJ debugger kind of guy. I pay for IntelliJ Ultimate Edition out of my own pocket. It's only 14 bucks a month. But I look like Charles III. Yo. Hey, yo. What's up? I'm your long-lost cousin. It's me, baby. It's Boogaloo. Come on, you know I'm good for it. Hook me up with a palace. Yes, from $14 from my own pocket. We ballin'. By the way, I can't afford dinner tonight. Sub. Just playing. I'm fine. I got a frozen pizza from the gas station. That'll certainly help my heartburn. I have heartburn because I ate McDonald's at like 3 in the morning. I didn't sleep last night. I stayed up all night doing work stuff. Not like hedge fund stuff, but clearinghouse stuff. And somewhere around 3 a.m. it just like clicked and everything fell into place, like that I've been struggling to figure out for like the last week. If you haven't been following the stream, I'm a lead software engineer at a clearinghouse. I can't say which one, though you can probably figure it out if you have half a brain. And we just bought a new Risk toy, and we got the suckers deal. Like, whatever Harvard graduate wrote this deal needs to be dragged out back and shot. Basically, like, the guy who made the deal with the other guy, after the deal was made, quit and joined the other side. You'd think that would have been grounds to just kill the deal, but whatever. This place is run by Harvard grads, not MIT grads, you know what I'm saying? So we got this 100,000 lines of code that we bought wholesale. No comments of any kind. No Java docs, no comments, no intent, nothing like, these wonderful little things that explain what the hell it's doing. No documentation of any kind, except for like a flowchart of how data moves through it, which isn't very helpful. And, anyhow, the guy who wrote it is in Brazil, dodging taxes and a very nasty divorce settlement. So as you can imagine, he's very personable. He's very easy to like.
You know, that's why he's hiding in a third world country. Because he's such a likable guy. Anyhow, I've been having to deal with that guy. But finally, at 3 in the morning, I figured out what his, like, you know, I don't want to say addled brain, but let's just say what his boomer intentions were when he wrote the code. It's highly frenetic and overwritten and over-engineered. But I finally figured out how to turn the damn thing on. So, I burned through the night, I didn't get any sleep. And this stream is just entirely to keep me awake until a decent hour to go to bed. Alright. So, if we're going to define the class here, I guess we cache it. What? Why does it do that? Listen, AI, if you're gonna write the code for me, like, do it right. Now, that'll work just fine, and it'll cache the class when we load it. Easy clap. A Yale grad would not be working at a clearinghouse. A Yale grad would be in politics. You know, Skull and Bones. Does Skull and Bones give a shit about the finance world? I don't know. As far as I know, there's never been a Skull and Bones Fed chair. Maybe Larry Summers will be the first. No, wait, he's Harvard. Go Crimson. Go back yourself. What's up, Walrus? Like the new vibes? Like the new dig? Oh, come on. What now? Attempted duplicate class definition. Okay. That seems odd. Oh, I guess we don't have to call extract all classes anymore. So we can probably purge that here shortly. Alright. Let's try that. Just slowly stripping it down. Yeah, new vibes, new digs. Actually, we're back in Aurora. Aurora car red. Tucson was nice, but economically, like, devastated and very fucking depressing. I've never seen so many corner hobos in all my life outside of Colfax Avenue. It's almost as bad as Fort Collins. I'm just fucking with you, Lugdor. But yeah, Fort Collins, College and Oak, pretty bad, dude. Dude, I went to Fort Collins with $100,000 in my pocket, looking to spend $500 on dinner, looking to give $100 tips to hardworking wait staff. And I got chased away. Because Fort Collins, Colorado cares more about getting clean needles to junkies than they do about catering to cash-rich millennials. Gosh, it's no wonder why the town is going bankrupt and the only tolerable restaurants are literally behind a 12-foot steel fence. But walls don't work. Remember that? Walls don't work? Lol. Spoken by everybody in a gated community. Alright. Burp. Burp, 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 burp. Okay. Did it ingest or not? Something's going on. Doesn't seem to be ingesting all of a sudden. Let's see something. Let's try that again. Alright, first of all, did anything crash? No. Okay, so let's try that again. Oh, yikes. Oh no, I accidentally launched Chrome. My computer will immediately crash. Alright. Okay. Well, apparently I have a catch-22 on my hands. Yeah, not only is Chrome a memory hog, it's like incredibly vulnerable. If you ever see that Lex Friedman with the guy who invented Java, he was like, I invented Java because most of the exploits in the computer ecosystems of the time were like C++ memory overruns, and now every browser is written in C++, and every exploit is still a memory overrun. It's like nobody got the memo. Is it getting better in Portland? I kind of want to go to Portland, but I hear that the hippies are taking over the streets and like murdering random people. Is that true? Top 3 favorite books. Hold on, let me fix my Spotify thing. It's broken. Top 3 favorite books. 1. Evaluation and Optimization of Trading Strategies by Robert Prado, Prado. 2. Advances in Financial Machine Learning by Marcus Lopez de Prado, Prado. No relation. And 3 would probably be the follow-up book, Machine Learning for Asset Managers. Those are pretty mind-blowing stacks of words. You know, they probably just gave them all bus tickets, Walrus. And sent them all to Colorado. You know, I think what we have here is some kind of a race condition. Well, yeah, Tucson was pretty heavily blighted. It looks like they're still not recovered from COVID. Just about every corner bar was just like abandoned and or burned down. Traffic accidents everywhere. And what really shocked me is that you could buy liquor everywhere. Everywhere. My friend took me to the Aviation Museum and you could buy Jack Daniels. Like, the grocery store had liquor in it, which I know you may be used to, but in all the places I've ever lived, that's not a thing. It has to be sold in said designated liquor stores licensed by the county. So to be walking through like Walmart or Target and just see like racks of liquor is so alien to me that like I pulled out my phone and took a picture. That's how like alien it felt. It's like, wow, they sell liquor in Walmart. Click. Twitch tours. The times they are a-changin'. And now what? Attempted to load duplicate definition. I broke something. What did I break? This was working fine a minute ago. I broke something. Let's try that again. Let's rebuild the project. Like, I think I broke something. This is why unit tests are important. This is what I get for skipping them. America! Fuck yeah! Okay, that works. Why does this one crash? I don't get it. Attempted to duplicate class definition. For socket adapter. Ain't that interesting? What's up, Mike? How you doing? I'm hunting down bugs with no sleep. Yeah, I was on flights all night, and then when I finally got in, it was like midnight. And I was just like, fuck it. I got a pile of work to do. Just stay up all night. Later, Kindov. I'll catch you around, man. I'll be here. I generally stream every day, and now that we've got, like, the big thing done at work, the big thing that's been sucking my soul for the last, like, 2 months, which is the only thing preventing me from, like, streaming as much as I would like, that's done. So hopefully I should be able to stream a lot more often. We just had as the lead software engineer, like when that big thing falls in your lap, you have to deal with it. Alright. I guess we'll deal with this properly in a second. Everybody excuse me for just 1 minute. I can take a quick bio break and splash a little water in my face. Remember, I'm literally 30 hours without sleep right now, so the little Christina Aguilera monsters
We're prolific creators with a capital C of love, value, and service. We are obsessed with the excellence of our craft.
This ain't rapping, this is street hop.
So really, like, at the end of the day, right, when you have, like, Swizzle and stuff like that, well, Man, my diet today is consisted entirely of McDonald's, Chipotle, coffee, a beer. Where is this heartburn coming from? Watch out, Ned! It's the Mexican staring frog of southern Sri Lanka. That's a reference to Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Also a reference to Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. See what I did there? Alright. So how come this worked like 5 seconds ago and now it's not working? Let me not make my forehead so prominent. The ladies love it when you just go all forehead. Your brand here. I generally only stream for like 1 to 2 hours. See, the thing is, I have to stream for 2 to 3 hours because I don't build up a lot of viewers really quickly. It takes me about an hour to get to about this level. So if I want to pull that average up from 44, where it is now, to 75, which is the magic number for Twitch partner, I gotta stream for like 2 to 3 hours. I will have partner. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. Redundant. It's already in the class loader. What time do I usually wake up? 5 a.m. Colorado time. Which is 7 a.m. market time. Which is 30 minutes before the market officially opens. Well, you know, Mikey, I'm just throwing this out there, and I'm sure you're way ahead of me on this one, but, like, I didn't really, like, get above 20 viewers until I got out of the stocks and bonds category. See, I flipped, which is more likely to attract the type of audience that I'm looking for, which is coders who are curious about financial technology. What we call fin curious. Yeah, 7:30 Eastern, that's when pre-market starts. I need to be ready for, like, work, because I don't know what the hell is going on our network, man, but literally, every day we lose connectivity with one of our clients at the clearinghouse. We don't know why. We're digging through it, we're trying to figure it out, but every day when I log in, it's like we have 30 minutes to get this guy back online before the market opens. I think it's just that our network is, like, ancient. and it's traumatized from the corporate merger, and it probably needs to be rebuilt. But the guy who we would task with rebuilding it, like, I mean, he sounds like he just got back from Vietnam, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of like, I can't believe I'm getting sent on like a 9th tour, you know? Just every time there's a conference call, he's just huffing and puffing because he's at his wit's end. I mean, this guy gets rolled out of bed at 3 a.m. every night over this shit. So by the time he's done fixing whatever broke, he's just like ready to walk his dog and pass out, and then something else breaks, and we never really get to the root cause of anything. Now, we don't use cron jobs. We use something else for that. But that's not it. It's like, we can't make heads or tails of it. It's never the same person twice that we lose connectivity with. It's always some like fixed messaging out of sequence thing. It's like there's a squirrel running around like chewing on network cables. Like, I can't make any sense of it, and neither can anybody else. We're just pulling our hair out trying to figure out like why this is happening. Thankfully, I'm the lead software engineer, not the lead network engineer. But still, I have to be on all these emergency calls, and it's exhausting. Like, I had the chief operating officer send me an email last Thursday, like, hey, how come every project that you're responsible for is starting to fall behind schedule? And I had to explain, like, because I've literally spent the last 3 weeks on these emergency calls, and each one tends to last basically all day, and then it's, 3:30, 4 o'clock by the time we get it resolved, and we're all pooped. He basically told me to stop answering the phone. He was like, look, you let them deal with that. You deal with your thing. I'm like, all right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. He cuts the checks. He saved my job, so I owe him. He's the reason I get to work from home. So that buys a lot of loyalty. Alright, so it says we're trying to define the same class twice, which is odd. I guess the simple solution is don't cache the classes. Just don't. Don't ever. Let's try that. Let's just not. It's a radical experiment. Actually, that might make some problems. Get all classes assignable from. Good lord, I'm greasy. I need a shower. Well, Gaming Walrus, it's funny you mentioned something like a logic bomb, because that thought did come to mind. We recently lost all of the senior tech staff. I've only been there for a few months as lead software engineer, and before me there was this other guy who was a little shady, a little greasy. I'm not going to name him for obvious reasons because I don't want to get sued for libel or slander, I guess, because this is video. But yeah, like a logic bomb would make a whole lot of sense, right? Because this cat was able to he had the master AWS account, and the chief network guy tells me that he left behind about a dozen servers that he's not sure what they do. It could very well be a logic bomb. Just dropped it in there, rage quit. 6 months later, 8 months later, suddenly we start getting these network issues that are seemingly random and inexplicable. Maybe his thinking was like, then they'll bring me back. But now he's involved in a startup company with one of our clients. And there's clearly some conflict of interest stuff going on there. If you work at FINRA, DM me. So, fun story. On my, real name Twitter account, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I posted a tweet that was like, hey, how do I anonymously submit tips to FINRA? Asking for a friend. And a few days later, the official FINRA account commented on it, and it was like, hey, you want to submit an anonymous tip to us? Just click this link. Oopsie. And then literally a week later, my boss is like, so FINRA is asking a lot of questions. Really? That's weird. I guess it's just that time of year. Don't look at me. Apparently, there's a lot of tolerance for like conflict of interest stuff when it comes to clearinghouses because we're not hedge funds. Let's see. Alright, instead of just shoving this into cache, let's make this a static class that just returns like a big old list of classes. That might work. Alright. No, it won't be as fast, but it'll have a smaller memory footprint. And it's experimental. We're just fucking with it. Because the way we were doing it wasn't working, so we're stripping it down a little bit. The caching, I think, is entirely redundant. Pyglot. You're missing a couple letters there. 2 by my count. Still, good get. Good get on the registration. For example, some son of a bitch is sitting on @AlgoBro on Twitter. And I have direct messaged this person. I've offered them $1,000 for the account. I think it's just abandoned. So as soon as I get Twitch partner, which thank you all for watching right now. We're currently at 80 viewers as far as I can tell. And I need to average 75 for another 2 weeks, and I'll be eligible for Twitch partner status. And once I have the purple check mark, I should be able to go to Twitter and say, hey, I would like @AlgoBro. Someone is sitting on it. Exotic male escort. We got Deuce Bigelow in the chat. Hey, follow only is sus, but it's a growth hack, dude. You should see my follower numbers. It's insane. I'm getting like 100 a stream. So followers only with no minimum time. That's the meta. Anyhow, once I have the purple check, it should be quite easy to get the blue check. And as part of getting the blue check, I can ask Twitter to please requisition that account for me. And if the guy ever comes crawling for it, dude, here's $1,000. Name your coin. Name your coin. No questions asked. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. What's the main reason for the jar ingestion in the first place? It's not for like a community marketplace, because this is only going to be used by members of my hedge fund. It's not going to be commercially available. It's so that the engineers at my fund can focus on building models without having to learn a scripting language. They can just build them in Java as jars with an API client that lets it plug into the platform, and then you can just drag it and drop it. If it's a signed jar, it'll be ingested. It'll go through the whole cloud hullabaloo. We got a big flowchart, but I just reskinned the whole stream, so I don't have the flowchart on here yet. But yeah, the point is that I didn't want to have to create a scripting language for doing capital market anomaly modeling or trading tactics. I wanted my engineers, my theoretical engineers at the theoretical hedge fund, to be able to just code it in Java. Something that they're familiar with, comfortable with, that's a good, robust language with strict typing and error handling and unit testability and all that fun shit. And it just kind of seemed like the thing to do at the time. Alright, so we've stripped out caching. So it's pure custom class loader now. This is kind of a redundant line of code, so I could probably do that. And let's try that. That should probably get a little better results. We certainly won't have the attempting to redefine class thing, I don't think. Let's rebuild it and try it. Yeah, IntelliJ Marketplace is pretty good. I apologize for the hiccuping in the stream video. Some kind of GPU thing. I'm working on it. Alright. Let's fire it up. Message bus, application core, market data mart, socket API, and front end. Alright, ingest. Oh, god damn it. How did it crash this time? Attempted duplicate class definition. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, it's still trying to extract all classes? Yeah. Yeah, don't be doing that. That's not good. Wait. I cut that line of code out. Where is it calling that? Uh-oh. Somebody make the monkey type. Alright, we're gonna do 36 hours of no sleep monkey type. Stand by, I gotta set that up real quick. Let's see what we can rig up real quick here. I think I'm just gonna do a dirt cheap improvise here. I apologize for the hiccuping, everybody. It's a thing. Alright. That'll work for now. Scale filtering by linear. That should look a little smoother, and let's cut out the top. That's gonna be what we think, 120 pixels. Yeah, just about nailed it. And stretch mode. Okay. Let's refresh. I am the greatest typist on the planet. 36 hours, no sleep, 1 errant keystroke. 1 first try. Ah! Look at that consistency. Look upon my excellence and despair. God, I'm so tired. You think I can do a perfect 100? One more try. I'm going for a perfect 100. What did I seed this playlist off of? I can tell you. Hold on. Dreams of Summer by Maple Syrup. And now in German. Shit, is that an option? I don't have a German keyboard. Alright. One more. One more just for me. Ah! Ah! I'm all over the place. Let's call that a mulligan. It's this hiccuping. It's this hiccuping thing that keeps fucking happening. I see it on my screen and it throws me off. It throws me off.
It just really helps with like enforcing consistency and giving a quick overview over what's available in a project.
3 errors. Ugh. It's this damn hiccuping. You see it, I see it, it's driving me crazy, and like when it hiccups, it feels like I missed a keystroke and it causes me to hesitate. I'm gonna reinstall Windows tonight. This shit has gotta stop. Because I'm 90% sure it's a hardware issue, but it could just be that I haven't done a fresh install in 2 years. And that works miracles. It works miracles, it really does. Oh man, I am running out of gas. I am running out of gas. I have not slept since yesterday. Yeah, it's time for fresh in. I got mad heartburn from my just crap ass diet the last 2 days. Yeah, rolled Jaybird for the old compy comp. How y'all doing? Thank you all for watching. Thank you for helping me get one step closer to Twitch partner. You know, Twitch partner gets me into the Twitch lounge at Twitch, or the Twitch partners lounge at TwitchCon, and that's when Pokimane falls in love with me, right? That's how that works, right? You get Twitch partner, then you marry Pokimane, right? What's my average up to now? Ask J. Jared Live, friend of the stream. Beloved mentor, father to us all, really. It was 44 before this stream, and I'm hoping this stream drags.
Name is in the slideshow. You are up there. You will be forever immortalized.
Drag the average up. I'm getting there, man. I got 24 subs. By the way, I haven't pulled $1 out of Twitch. It's all going to charity.
So I think that while it's not perfect, it's a good enough that improves.
Is donated to underfunded special needs classrooms throughout the United States, where $100 can make a world of difference for a lot of kids. So, you know, lets the teacher. That's how I feel about that. These kids! No, I got a nephew that's like crazy special needs, and that experience has shown me like how fucked up the school system is for kids like that, so we're doing what we can with what we got. So it still says attempting duplicate class definition, even though we're not caching anymore, which should be an impossibility. Unless... Yeah, oh, that's right. We tracked it down to this function. Why is this function still getting called? From here. Okay, so instead of defining the classes, before we pull it out, we need to check if it's already in the class loader, which is pretty easy. We can just copy la pasta. We copy, and then we la pasta. Wait, what are we doing? Let's just use this find class function. Yeah, that should actually take care of it quite elegantly. So instead of doing this here, we use the find class function. Bam. I do have a mod. What's up, Mac Mike? How you doing, man? Your 4th stream on Twitch ever? Well, dude, it's a privilege. Welcome to Twitch. If you're sick and tired of advertisements, check out Twitch Turbo. Not only do you get this wicked Kappa HD, but you'll never have to watch another goddamn commercial ever again on Twitch. It's worth the $8 a month, forever. I delegate at work, man. I have a team of Irish dreamboats. Don't tell them I said that. It would be awkward for my team.
Сейчас может будет что-то нормально.
Boy. Things have a tendency to slow down right quick. That's kind of how I got work from home, but not really. But it was in there somewhere. As soon as I started throwing that one around, it was like, oh shit, hold on, tap the brakes. I think it's okay if he works from home. I can use that word. I suck dick. I suck mad dick. I got the photographic evidence and everything. Alright. Getting punchy. We're on Centaurian time. It's a 37-hour day.
Понятно, ясно. Прикольно, прикольно. 14 инчем 1 Pro.
Mike, I apologize for my lewd and off-kilter behavior tonight. I was on airplanes all day yesterday, and the COO was kind of breathing down my neck about something at work, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna plow through the night. And so I worked all night, like literally until dawn. And then the workday started, and we had another like 4-alarm fire at the clearinghouse that had to be dealt with. And then I figured, you know what? I might as well just push through to like 8, 9 o'clock, and then just reset my my hours. Did that like one time, okay? I didn't work there at the time. I did not work there when that happened, so don't blame me for that. But next time it happens, yeah, it's my code fucking you. Sorry. It's nothing personal, man. It's just the way of the road, bubs. It's just the way it's always gonna be. Alright, it looks like... I always forget to implement serializable on some of these data classes. Oh, getting punchy.
Pero, no. Jamendo. Jamendo no es Creative Commons. Jamendo era Creative Commons. No sé si era... Creo que tiene música Creative Commons.
It implements serializable. So Mike, Mac Mike, you like the new digs? You like the new look? You like the little splash of color up there? You like the little rounded corners on here? Kind of more profile. Trying to make it look a little more professional, just in case, you know, Caitlin decides.
What are you doing over there? It didn't change. Save. Save. Why? What?
Grandmaster and soon to be a chess international master. And a figure skater and a ballerina and rapidly approaching med school graduation. Why would I be crushing on somebody like that? And also gorgeous. That's the sleep deprivation talking. That's the sleep deprivation talking. You thought Pokimane? No, Pokimane's wholesome, dude. She's way too rich for me. I couldn't do it.
Based off the data in the different objects. Not sure if there's a way I could make a function out of that.
Well, speaking of which, did y'all see that clip where Pokimane was talking to Mizkif, and she was like, "Look, I know that if I had an OnlyFans, I could probably make Amaranth money on there, but I don't want to do that. And the beauty of being this successful is that you don't have to do what you don't want to do, and I hate doing things that I don't want to do." And Mizkif, just without missing a beat, was like, "Why do you play Valorant?" Got him! I love that guy. Well, not really, but he does have his moments. Alright, so we fixed the serializable error. Let's reboot the thing. Oddly enough, this is probably one of the more productive streams I've ever had. I think because I'm so punchy and sleep deprived that I'm not self-conscious.
When I was playing spooky games, and so they were turned up a little bit because that makes me jump more when I'm like, you know, intensely sweating as I'm walking around a corner, and somebody plays those.
I've also noticed that when you're having sex with a man, they really don't like it when you just start throwing, you know, bundles of sticks into the conversation. I can't help it. I just, you know, I'm a freak. God help me. This VOD will not be published. Kill the VOD.
É que dessa vez, tipo, o evento é um dia, só que daí no outro nós vamos passear lá, visitar os coisas das... Sei lá, mano, DVI High, não sei o que lá que tem lá. Aí não sei se... Mas...
Oh, is very different than the 6 o'clock show. How often do I stream? I try to stream every day, but I am the lead software engineer at a financial institution, so sometimes there's fire alarms, sometimes big things fall in my lap, and I can't stream. But I try to stream every day, so throw me a follow, which I'm sure you had to just to chat. Hop in the Discord for announcements and various things. Yeah, 808 VOD RIP. And I apologize for the video hiccuping.
Porque alguns tipos de números podem ter 1 e 100, não é que só vai de 1 a 100. Tá, agora eu entendi. Tá, olha aí, eu aprendi tudo agora. Agora eu sei porque que isso significa. Caralho, vai até 4 milhões.
And I'm gonna put it on this fella because it's portable and it'll complement my Airbnb lifestyle. Living in Airbnbs is fun, but it makes it hard to haul around a big computer, so you gotta build light. What am I building? hedge fund management software. And a Kappa HD to you, fella. Yeah, I'm sure the TSA would love me hauling around 4090s and like this motherfucker in a Pelican case. They're gonna take one look at that and go, get on the fucking ground! Take the pants off! Pants off! Oh, I actually got pretty lucky with TSA in the last week. They only wanted to look in the bag one time of like the 6 opportunities that they had. Because I had like 3 laptops stacked on top of each other. Yeah, those Macs are pretty good. Nice and compact. You need to get one of those. God, I can't remember if I tested it yet. Boot it up. Did I do a thing already? God, I can't remember. God, I'm going down. We're coming up on the 36-48 hour mark.
You have things in the feed.
Okay, well, we didn't get the serialization error, so that's good. But we also didn't get our market data source details in the model library, which is bad. But can we then ingest the test models? Yes, we can. So it looks like I just need to make sure that market data source details can come in here like strategy component details can. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let's get this right, Ornato. Ortonato. Let's get it right. So let's see. I woke up Monday at 6 a.m. Tucson, Arizona time, which is 5 a.m. No, 7 a.m. Colorado time. That's right, because it's an hour behind. So I woke up 7 a.m. Colorado time Monday. It's 8 p.m. plus, let's just say 12. So 36 hours. Yep. 36 hours. And if I can make it 2 more hours, I can have a normal sleep schedule. And you know what 2 hours is just long enough to do? Watch Dune. If you haven't seen Dune, the new one, the Timothée Chalamet Zendaya Dune with Javier Bardem and, you know, written and directed by Denis Villeneuve. Listen, do yourself a favor. Wait till it's dark, turn out the lights, get the HD bootleg or the Blu-ray or whatever you do, headphones. Watch it with headphones. It's an audio experience. It's so good. It's choice, you know? It's just bad. I've seen the first few episodes of C, as a matter of fact. I love the concept. It's an original concept. I like it. Momoa is amazing. Just not my scene, you know? At my core, I'm a humanist, so I like shows like The Expanse, which are very, like, pro-human shows. I've noticed that a lot of television these days, a lot of science fiction is, like, anti-human.
Alright. I don't know what... Okay, yes, your choices are very understandable. Rumors say she's not wearing anything else for weeks. Yeah.
Driven astray by even the slightest of magnetic fields, if you follow my meaning, but... God damn it, man, we got this far. We got this far. All the showrunners are Deprage. You know what show I am absolutely crazy about, and I mean obsessed with? this is going to sound odd, but the Apple Plus series Foundation, based on the old Asimov novels, it's great. It's so underappreciated. Like, it just slipped by. And they nailed it, man. Like, they just nailed it. They hit the nail right on the head. It's such a great show. There's only 10 episodes, and I swear I've watched it like 10 times. Season 2 starts sometime around Christmas, and I'm all about it, man. So the first 20 minutes of the first episode drags like hell, but I promise you it's worth it. Just get to the end of the first episode. You will not be able to stop watching that show. A new mythic quest? Is that like a... It's like an EverQuest thing? How does that work? Alright, before I completely run out of brain juice, let's see if we can get market data source details to appear on the front end. I love that guy. The Always Sunny dude. He's handsome as fuck, dude. And not only that, he can commit to the bit. He gained, what, 20 pounds as a joke? And then he got Channing Tatum's, like, personal trainer from Magic Mike to come just get him shredded as hell as the punchline to the joke. That dude is committed. I'm sure his wife did not mind. At all. Okay, focus. Focus, Algo, bro. You can do this. You can do this. Stop drifting with your complete and total lack of sleep for 35 hours and change. Yeah, maybe I won't do that Windows reinstall while I'm literally, like, passing out. Oh, he runs a game dev studio? Okay, and it's called Mythic Quest? Alright, hold on. I'm writing this down, because that actually sounds like a show. So, regular stream enjoyers, do we like the new vibe? Do we like the little splash of color? I like it a lot. I think it really just breathes life into the stream. Alright. Strategy component details. Okay, get off strategy component. Get on. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're not doing anything with it. That's a...
I won't sleep if I'm not in bed.
Variant that can take... Let's make a variant. This is super bad practice. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. What do you mean it clashes? They take two completely different sets. Whatever. Alright, that should do it. Fired up. Yeah, it's not too noticeable, but yeah, it adds a little color. I like it. You'll have to forgive me, new chatter. The sleep-deprived brain cannot pronounce your name. Unubutanium. Unubutamium. I get it, like unobtainium, but Ubuntu. I get it. I get it! Come on, you can do this. Stay awake. Stay focused. Keep coding. Test models. What the hell? Why did the test models ingest? What the hell did I break? I somehow broke it. Is it because this is empty? Alright, hold on. Let me do a thing. Put some conditionals on here. It's sloppy practice, but can't help but be sloppy practice when you're running on no sleep. No more caffeine time. I had a big old tall coffee with lunch, which drastically contributed to the heartburn. And all I have in the freezer right now is a frozen...
Weiß ich nicht, Hamburg hat so viel mehr zu bieten als diese scheiß Elbphilharmonie. Ich verstehe auch nicht, warum da immer so ein Hype...
I have not gone to the grocery store since I got back from Tucson. I literally, like, landed at 10 p.m. I got an Uber back to my place. I set up the computer, and sometime around midnight, I went to McDonald's and just crammed down some...
Es dein Leben ist und du damit leben musst, Charlie. Und wenn das der richtige Weg für dich ist, dann ist das auch dein Weg, den du so gehen musst. Weg, den du so gehen musst.
And when I say something like that, I mean it. And I'm a man of my word. Had to be a team player on this one. Yeah, Russ, I told myself as soon as I got back home from the wedding that I was going to cancel my Dash Pass and force myself to start cooking again because I have gained 10 pounds. This is the fattest I've ever been. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm looking down like, where did all this come from? Where did all of this come from? Sushi and burritos, I guess. And the occasional Voodoo Ranger. So yeah, it's time to, like, get back on the stationary bike, claw my way back up to 20 miles a day like I used to do. Because before the world ended, I was doing 20 miles a day on the stationary bike. When I was day trading, doing like crazy derivative portfolios, because you had to clear your head and get into a good... But it's clearing out the previous ones. Yeah, don't reset that. Don't reset that panel.
Ohne Schlacht, ja. So alles geleakt. Yes, immerhin.
Do one reset. Alright, now we should be able to get all the models on there. Y'all, you know, don't tell Caitlin that I said, you know, that she's really smart and talented and gorgeous. It's in poor taste. It's in poor taste. That was the sleep deprivation talking. Okay. Ingest les models. Test models. Market data models. Yay! They're all in there. All right. We have model ingestion. Promptly falls asleep. Great movie, by the way. Okay, so tomorrow we will make sure that the Market Data Mart can instantiate these newly ingested market data source models so that I can do a search for a ticker and pull it up and look at a chart, and then we could create a synthetic signal, and then we can use a trading tactic on the synthetic signal to test our backtesting engine, which needs to get dusted off. But we're getting there. Hooray! Thank you, new followers. You're all aces in my book. Thank you for helping me get one step closer to Twitch partner, which is a goal of mine, because I want to get in that partners lounge at TwitchCon next year. Mostly. Oh, hey! Thanks, Shrull. Yeah, hey, so I'm glad I was recommended to you. I'm a Java engineer. I'm a trading software engineer and aspiring hedge fund manager by night. By day, I am tech lead / lead software engineer at a quasi-respectable clearinghouse. I don't want to say a respectable one, because our chief compliance officer recently got caught insider trading. But we'll get that respect back someday. But thank you for the follow. Thank you for the kind words. This is me on, I guess it's officially 36 hours of no sleep. But oddly enough, probably one of our more productive streams. So let's take a second to chill and enjoy the new stream vibes. I just kind of spiced up the with a little splash of color there. I think it looks nice. How's everybody doing? Let's decompress a little bit.